Yeah, oh man, I can finally see it. My life story's like a charm bracelet, symbolic of something sacred. Every piece attached is as precious as what we make it. A good reminder of memories to treasure, truly such a thing of beauty. But it's deeper than just jewelry. Charm bracelet, walk with me. Born in the city of alligators and crocodiles, destined for greatness. It was written and prophesied, etched on the pavement before the city got compromised. And nothing was the same, especially when my papa died. Kicked out of our home, my whole family was traumatized. We moved from place to place in pain in my mama's eyes. Goodbye to yesterday, it's so hard to move on. The end of an old life, the start of a new one. But finally I get it, my whole life is unfolding. With every page that is open, I see His glory upon me. What does not kill me, it's only making me stronger. Veni Veti Veci, I came, saw and I conquered. Charm bracelet, good, bad and ugly, it's all working for me. My life's like a charm bracelet, symbolic of something sacred. Every piece attached is as precious as what we make it. A good reminder of memories we treasure, truly such a thing of beauty. But it's deeper than just jewelry. Charm bracelet, yeah. God makes everything beautiful in its own time. I'm owning every step of my journey, going the whole nine. I'm the storm in the desert, the dynamite in the coal mine. I put life in these verses and every song is a gold mine. Been through a lot of tribulations in my lifetime. Moments I was stressing and I wasn't in my right mind. Dealing with the blows life dealt me on the blind side. Rolling with the punches with no assumptions, it's grind time. All things are working for my good, so I keep it moving. Slow motion, over no motion, gotta keep improving. Break dancing in the rain, moonwalking through the fire. Jesus take away the pain, Boomsha's a true survivor. Charm bracelet, yeah, my whole life's like a charm bracelet. It's coming together like a charm bracelet. Every piece, every beat like a charm bracelet. Yeah, every day that I wake up, I keep feeling this great love, helping me just to stay up. I never had to say much, I'm God's favorite. EGWC, everything good is completely coming to me naturally. Homie, this is how it should be. No worries for me, like a charm bracelet, symbolic of something sacred. Every piece attached is as precious as what we make it. A good reminder of memories we treasure, truly such a thing of beauty. But it's deeper than just jewelry. Charm bracelet.
Well, I would like to consider myself as a spirit being having a human experience. Yeah. We're on that journey. We're pilgrims here on earth. So, yeah. That's who I am. As for what I am, I'm a well-rounded creative, basically. I'm a master communicator. I'm a father, I'm a husband, I'm a friend. Just a good human being who wants to get better. You know? Yeah, that's me. For me, I feel like I've been on a constant journey of self-discovery. You know, so from one layer that is unfolding to another, I keep discovering new things that I find interesting and that connects with my purpose. You know, so when I'm talking about music now, I would say that from the moment I gave my life to Christ on campus, I think that was in the year 2000, I knew that my rapping ability had to be used differently. That if I was still going to rap, my message had to change. So it was from then on I knew that I was going to be a minister of the gospel through hip hop. Yeah, that was I think 2000. Yeah. It might sound cliche, but it's the Holy Spirit. He inspires us. In Him we live and move and have our being. But also being in the world, but not of the world. It is necessary that we are touched by the infirmities of others, by the environment. You know how philosophy says we are products of nature and nurture. Nurture being you being a product of your mental environment, but nature, you being a product of your physical environment. So being a young Nigeria, growing up in the Nigeria of today, there are some necessary tensions. There are some very painful pain points, that touches you as a person, whether it is the lack of infrastructure, whether it is the radical insecurity. There are things that touch us as human beings generally. So as an artist, it is necessary that you draw inspiration from the things where they pain you on a day-to-day, where they make you want loud your voice. You know, understand? So yes, my environment inspires me too, but my major source of inspiration is the Holy Spirit. It's the filter through which my expressions, go through. Yeah. That's it. I think it's a natural coping mechanism for human beings to escape. Also, knowing that for a human being, what happens to you is not as important as what happens inside you. So everybody needs to have that safe place. That place you then go just go maintain. When you be like say, yawa on the gas, life don't dey tire you. And we all have different vehicles. For some people it's music, for some people it's controlled substances, for some people it's dance, for some people it's sex. People have different escape vehicles. But for me, being an artist, naturally I find escape in music. But more than escaping through music, I find escape in God. Because knowing that my reality is not governed by the realities around, when the realities around are pressing in on my inner reality, I escape into God and connect with my real essence, and then use it to prevail over my current reality. I hope I'm not getting too deep, but the one that easily comes to mind is the elevator. Myself and like 5 other of my compadres, my fellow laborers in the vineyard, we went on a tour of the north, and our aim was to reunite with our brothers, in Christian hip hop up north, reconnect with them, and at the same time also make young people up north aware that we're a movement, that we represent a culture, a kingdom that is just as vibrant and as enjoyable and as much in touch with hip hop as what they have seen on mass media and all that. And it was a great experience. It was so cool to see people who you've practically poured yourself into virtually. You now connect with them physically and you can see them grow. You can hear their testimonies. You can connect with them and bless them physically. It's a whole new level entirely. So for me, it's one of the high points of my journey musically. Yeah, it was really good. Elevator. Now funding is a big issue. I understand that if the average person is given the option of either funding a business or funding an NGO, they would rather fund a business that will multiply their money than fund an NGO that will save lives, but might not necessarily bring ROI, return on investment. So sometimes it feels like that's how people see Christian creatives. They see us as charity. If you want to help them, just sow into their lives. But you can't invest. No, if you put your money inside, you enter hole. But I think there's a new consciousness now to the effect that you can do business, even kingdom money. Like your money not necessarily enter hole. You can reap both here and in the kingdom to come. So it is having that understanding and having Christian businessmen who understand that one, it is a God-sent assignment, that the money God gave you was to fund courses like this first, and that secondly, the same God will give you, no go let your money enter hole. Even if you feel say enter hole for that side, you get another side where the money they come out from. So I think we need Christian businessmen, and for me, I've gotten to the point where we are our saviors. I know they wait me anybody can fund my career. As in, I don't pass that level right now. I'm doing good. I feed my family. I fund my studio sessions. I'm cool. I wish that back in the day when things no soft for me, I had somebody who would believe in me enough to have funded, would have made a lot of things easier. But I've also realized that God makes everything beautiful in its time. And if a human being will take the glory for your success, God would rather not make you successful. So everything good will come. EGWC is my new EP dropping real soon, and it was inspired by recent events. It was majority of it was written during the COVID era with all the ongoings, that were occurring at that time, from the looting and the robberies, the 1 million boy saga, and the corona threat as it was at that time with the lockdown, everybody holed up in their houses, just so many concerns, anxieties, people getting salary cuts, people losing their jobs, just the tension of that moment. For me as a creative, it was an opportunity to immerse myself in the general pain of the populace and then find a way to bring out a message of hope. Because imagine from COVID, many of us we're experiencing PTSD. You get what I'm saying? We're recovering from a traumatic experience, and it is necessary more than ever. We are vulnerable. We need reassurance. We need someone to tell us that you've been through it, you survived, now it's time to thrive. So everything good will come is a confession of faith, but it is also a message of reassurance. So everyone who went through that roller coaster called 2020 and came out alive, that look, 2020 will be like this, but it's 2021. Everything good will come. Everything good, everything that has been hanging for you, anything where Corona has spoiled for you for 2020, this year will collect her. You understand? Whatever happened to us in 2020 will not repeat itself in 2021. Lucky Toge follow. We know how things been run, but this year everything good for every Nigerian, for every Nigerian citizen, everything good will come. So for me, that was just the main thrust of the message. And in it, you find stories as usual, because I'm a storyteller, about different experiences, both me personally and other characters I've created. Basically, it's just a message of hope, because ultimately we're hope bearers, and as Christians, we're salt and light. Light in the sense that in a dark world, we illuminate, we help people see better things. And then salt in the sense that we preserve the existing system from decay. People's minds are being impoverished. People are finding more reason every day to be more depressed. So what do? We try and uplift them, try and preserve whatever is good in humanity and show it to the world that they still hope something better. Understand? EGWC.